All right, good Monday morning, late Monday morning. Michael Venezia, head trader at Tradeview Markets, says the 3-day weekend is over. Thank God. You know what I mean? Come on, 3-day weekends. Jesus. Next. All right, so let's go in here. The most important thing, and it is Monday, not to be redundant. It's most like okay. I'm going to say the one thing. I give 1,000 cliches. Giddy up, 0. 1,000 cliches. All right. Football players practice even off season or 50, 60, 70 hours a week plus the off season to play what? What is it? A 60-minute game for a reason. You know what I mean? You see the NBA players line up on the floor doing layups for 15 minutes before the game. LeBron James is doing layups for the past 38 years with probably a 9.99999 percentage. What does he have to do it for? To get into the routine. Let's get in here. Here we are, Tradeview Markets. It sponsors TradeGATEHub. TradeGATEHub. Okay, 2 things before I get started. First of all, go watch Coach's video at 9:30. One of the best segues that I know to watch the week. Already gave an hour ago. Here's Coach's video. Double click it. He's got the TradeGATEHub shirt on.
Everyone had a
There
great
you go.
holiday session. Hope everyone's doing okay.
Same thing I started. Okay. Also, I posted late Sunday evening as I usually do. So go to all the data, go through it before. The reason why I stress this is because there's a lot of action in here, and the data doesn't go back that far. It can only go back that much. So please get and watch the data that's going on right here. That was me yesterday, by the way. Traders after a 3-day weekend. This is the thing. You can watch me right. You can coach right here and hear me. All right, Goldman Sachs. It's expensive, but there's more room to the upside. They're selling on the way up. Equity fund flows positive for the 5th month. I get it. The chart on SLV as gold takes a little bit of a breather. Chart on Tesla, which has deliveries, big deliveries tomorrow. Take a look at NIO and LI had deliveries. Yes, they're coming off the bottom. For those that are interested, a little more statistics coming up to the end of the quarter, this beginning of the quarter. There are some stats. Tesla being the worst performing stock in the S&P 500. And you know what? These are the worst performing stocks today, and these are the best performing stocks today too at the beginning of the quarter. I wouldn't be surprised if it flipped. But there you go. There's some good stats for you. Cocktail napkins. You know what? That's what you want to talk to me, young lady? I said, I bet you don't know that Tesla is the worst performing stock in the S&P 500. You didn't know that. But I'm sure you know that SMCI did. Next. All right. Vein bulls are now bull. I just keep in mind. Now, listen, sentiment has been extreme. There's been extreme greed. There's been greed. It's been stretching between extreme greed and extreme greed, which is even, was even greedy up here. I'll be sure that the last time Helene posted this. So as we know, 1,000 things pop in the mind. Biggest moves come at the end. Retailers, we see flows are coming in. They're usually last ones in the pool. I get it. As Qualcomm and all the chips stay bullish. Apple, let's see if it holds the 170 coming across my screen. I don't want to jump ahead. Okay. Double click this. Go through the charts. But if you went through these charts, you wouldn't even have to know what the headline was. You would know what you would know what this stat is or this picture graphic would be. Dell computer. Okay. Insider transactions. They're buying some snow. I don't trust them before I get through. I'm not into insider transactions. The XBI actually broke a little bit to the downside today as Lilly gave some back. We'll go to the videotape in a second. Interesting noted, XLE is still going. Crude oil futures, that's a weekly chart note. Double click all images on TGH, you can expand it. Key events this week, this is the plan. Sentiment has actually gotten more bullish in the last 4 weeks, and though most leading stocks in the cycle have started to stall, I bet your coach loves that stat. And he's right. It's a picture. It's not a market, like I said right here. Even if there's a melt up further from here, where are we going to go? And that's the question. This is not the time, especially at this late in the cycle. This late in the cycle could be different from last Wednesday to today, considering what's going on. So where's the money going to go? That's the situation right now. So I understand that, I wouldn't be initiating new positions. Actually, I maybe would I'll tell you what I'm doing in a second. Most likely, rally would look really different if they came back on low volume. Shallow dips are still being bought, and stocks that are powering the rally are going beyond, SNCI. It's going beyond these. Copper is powering the AI rally now. Dr. Copper and all these energy stocks, CEG and VST, as the U.S. dollar hits the high today. Oh no, CGC is breaking low at the end of the day. That's not good news. Uranium. I had the CGC long. Nah, whatever. Bitcoin having a rough couple of hours. All right, let's finish. Focus. Boys in the trade. ANF, this is for you, Lewis. Heaviest downside and about ANF is up a couple of bucks today. Market's coming in a little bit. I say, yeah, it is. Here's the market. CGC, I think I'm long this thing. Back. Here's the main screen here. Naturally growing. All right, oil's hanging in there. VST, this is what I'm talking about. That, you know what? Go through it another time. VST still coming in. I got some things that are long. Boot. Root was still going up nicely. CGC, I am long this thing. Mike V, settings. Show position info. Among 6,800 shares for me. What happened here? I started the video, it was right here. I was up in. I just, now I can't eat lunch. I'm only kidding. Coin, ON, the video, there's the screen. Let's point out to some other things. VIX, CF, golds, Crocs, IMS, coal still have a long positive. Donut. I just look at this donut. I was up in donut. I got a lot of donut. 12,000 donut from 1534. I came right on the air. It's 1530. It's 15. Now I'm gonna have to start charging for TGH now because of this trade. No, okay, we'll never stop charging TGH. Let's continue because you know what? It'd be to a degree it's unprofessional. And I admit that. Let's continue with the rest of what's going. I always show my universe fact right here. All my hot stocks usually on the bottom right. So let's continue, as I said, going into today. All right, so we're giving a little bit back. Okay, ANF, that's for you, Lewis. This week's seasonality over the past 10 years, decent win rate for those that play percentages. And by the way, the majority, if not all of them, are defensive, oils, and golds. This week's major U.S. economic reports and Fed speakers. In the old days, if you did something good, you put it on the refrigerator. This is the stat right here. Okay, another one. Catalyst Watch, Monday. I said Tuesday we had Tesla, didn't we? Tuesday? Key reports due to ride this week include deliveries from Tesla. Did Tesla break the 170? Tesla's 171, and I actually think I'm up in something. TSLL. They're going to the reversion now. TSLL, Mike V's long 20,000. And I'm up 62. See that? I'm long 20,000 shares or something. I'm up 62 cents, $62. But yet again, I'm long 6,000 something. CGC. CGC's on Kramer tonight, by the way, on CNBC. For those that play these after-hour moves. It's not why I bought it. I bought it because the last reason I bought it because of Kramer. Price action, volume, range, trend. It's going to the bottom of the uptrend line. Okay, I don't think I paid the bottom. I don't think I paid the top. I don't have much of it. I don't mean to sound egregious or not. 6,800 isn't a lot of shares. It is what it is. Oh, NXC. This is the one I'm buying. Still buying. NXC. Yeah. Uranium. CCJ upgrade by Goldman today. There's a CCJ situation. NXC, the one that's taking calls. I don't care where you are. Who is the one? Gerard, somebody knew about NXC Weekly, Uranium Energy. There's no going back to the VST and CEG in the same basic sector. I'm in NXC, and you know what? I can't micromanage this one. You want your positions to work, especially these type of ones. Don't watch them. Stick this thing away. You know, that's a play, like Coach says, a 2-year Shopify ripping. I don't know what. All right, let's get back to routine. earnings for the week. A couple of things. Shy Girl, who, by the way, was a guest of Coach one time, or maybe several times. Shy Girl goes with Coach. Record high momentum crowding. There you go. Record high momentum crowding. And you know what? They're not crowding in SMCI. Not really are crowding in SMCI. I don't know where the crowding's going. They're crowding into gold. You're going to get hurt crowding into gold, but they're crowding. Golds and oils. Mara, Iron, Intel, Avago, Square gave it all back in that range. Now, where's PayPal? PayPal. Morgan Stanley, I sold on the open to a degree. I'm not, here's my sale. Something didn't smell right. Actually, I bought Morgan right here. 93.57. And I sold it at 93.50. I got out of it unchanged. Reddit, Donut, Hut. This OUST, another one. Some of these stocks keep going. OUST. You have to do your own diligence. Same thing. What did I say before? Okay, good. Root keeps going. All right. What else? Delta. Acting very. UNG did exactly what I thought it was going to do. And I didn't want to take it because it was more of a gamble. The last day of the quarter was actually Thursday. UNG, everybody wanted UNG off the books. UNG closed near the low on Friday. And then I believe this morning, here's UNG today. April 1st, UNG opened. It was, let's look at the settings this morning. Let's look at UNG when I get up 4:30 this morning. UNG, let's look at Boyle, the triple ETF on UNG. Boyle this morning, I knew they would play shenanigans. The low on Boyle this morning was 1241. Everybody was getting margin called out. There's the long term on Boyle. Trust me, it's a year low. And they did it again today. They did the dipsy do. Boyle, 1236 to 1446. UNG, not in it, but it was the beginning of the month, end of the quarter shenanigans as crude oil breaks high. So, you know what? That was an experienced trade, but certainly not worth the, I don't want to start the whatever. I start the, actually, it didn't matter what day it is. Coach would ask me, what's the difference between the first and the last day of the quarter? It really wouldn't matter for me putting up a trade. It was just, I didn't, what's going on right now? Crude oil highs, Bitcoin weakness, US dollar highs, 10-year-old highs, Dell highs, Bitcoin volume low. This is what I see. What's the wise guys doing? Oils, Intel bearish, NCLH bearish. Thank God I sold this and I sold a lot of it. Is it up? Nah, nice move, Mike V. NCLH. I sold a lot of this. Remember that Carnival had reversal on Thursday or Friday or Wednesday on earnings? This was the day on earnings. So let's say this is it was Wednesday. So here's NCLH, and I took a lot of it, like 22,000. That's not that much, but the stock on that day had a $20, had a $2 range. So even half a point. So I took a lot of it. I mean, I looked at the weekly. I said one of these things, if I was shorted, it'd go up on it. I looked at everything. And I took it and something just didn't smell right. I sold a lot of it, like at 2140. That was 2080. I sold myself, a little aggravation. Not saying it's not going to go up. Looks pretty good still. I'm not going to lie. But, with the market feeling a little bit, the momentum getting crowded, I thought I would go a little bit more pain than usual. So I got rid of the situation. Okay. Intel bearish, NCLH, CCL bearish, obviously. Oxy calls, Oxy. So they're going to mega cap and oil, except Apple, mega cap. What's mega cap, you said? Microsoft. They're taking calls today. Google, still taking calls. There's a chart on Google. Now it's Google's turn. They're still taking calls. Oxy and Google taking calls. One day it's Microsoft the rest of the day. Amazon. Okay, Amazon rested today. It was a new high. So today they tried to take Google. All right, it is what it is. I hope I'm in the chart. Any questions? Please come up here. DXI and volume still making highs. Want to see that stop. So we want to see the dollar and we want to see the VIX. stop making, or at least stop going up into this late morning. At least for a little bit of selling. It's self-explanatory. I don't know what else to say. BVR, Oxy, NXE. Don't kill the messenger. Mike V. NXE. And I'm in it. Exxon calls. All right, I get it. You know what says Exxon can't go up like Microsoft at one point? You know what I mean? At least it goes up. Apple, pair of hefty sweeps at the bids. Google, there were the calls. MU bullish. Carvana. Israelis. What is the Israelis doing? Any questions? Got 19 windows open. It's okay. Is my universe always posted so people look what I'm doing? And we'll go to the main room. H, I hope you're okay, wherever you're out there. This is kind of a good question. Oh, H is back 32 minutes ago. I knew he'd be back. I'm not calling you out as a person that's not honest. Obviously, I wouldn't, but I'm glad you're back, H. Hang in there, man. I'm telling you, we'll get him. And you know what? H. Ham was looking for a little bit of a Forex coach. And Coach K, thanks you. If gold comes down, the account will be secured. All right. How do you decide size of every trade? There's a question. Obviously the volatility, the volume, where the stock has been, where I think the stock is going. It depends on an overnight situation. It depends if the winner. It depends if it's a loser. The right thing to do is to be scaling up on your position on your winners. And if you want to buy something on dips, you start buying. On dips, you always start buying smallly. I don't like buying heavily with that much on the way down. It really depends on the stock, Lewis. I think over time, and that's a fair question. If you're going to watch TGH, and it's not a bait to be in it, it's just the fact that I innately speak it over a lot of times. You'll hear it, like just ask. Like CGC is a position 6,000 shares. It's the middle of the day, and now it's breaking low. Futures are getting low. Is anything going higher? Reddit, donuts. They gave it away, the futures. WBA is my biggest loser. There's my position, 18,000 WBA. And this pulled a reversal. One day it doesn't make a reversal. And there's Walgreens. See ya. And then that got me. Now, I don't want to say I don't know what to do. Futures are coming in. I gotta watch the VIX, CCJ. Where's my NXC? This is an expensive video. 823. This is going up, NXC. So you know what we do? We'll buy another 800 shares. Who cares? What's going down? You know what they gave it back in the video? Tech gave it back. As I look here, as the futures go down, let me take off my settings. Anybody that gets themselves a Tradeview demo or live account, I'd be more than happy to help everyone with the settings or anything. What we're known for is the lowest commissions and tightest spreads, but number 3 is service. So let's change this to 9:30, the open. The video was the one that came down a little bit. PayPal, Baidu, I'm long. Fact, I'm long 1,200 Baidu from 108. Now we ask you why don't I have 40,000 Baidu? Obviously, it's a $100 stock. I like it, but you know what? Lewis, as well as I do. What are we gonna do? We're gonna trust the China trade? But I bought some Baidu. So now what am I going to do with it? I mean, it's above the moving averages and it's taking calls. So I'm somewhat confident in the trade, or more confident than I'm confident in the trade. So I'll be buying. I mean, this is what I'm doing. I know there's a gap here at 107, and that was I hope it holds there. Hope. The moving averages roll here. I'll probably be buying, 200. Let's look at the 10-minute. I'll probably be buying as high as right here. 106. You know what? 107.59. Where the futures now? I'll buy another 200 more here, but I'll bid for it because I'll be a gentleman. Buy another 200, 107.83. That's my bid. Yum is going up. Oh, you know what? Where's Sweet Green? Sweet Green is 26 now. All right, market a little bouncy deal here. Donut, not a bounce. Come on, donut. You know what I mean? If I was short donut, this stock would be freaking $45 at the moment. I hate saying that because it's like I'm okay with it. All right, so let's go back here. As you can see, it's 1124. What's moving up and down? VST, still the hottest stock out there. That energy stock with CEG. AMD, SMCI. There's a weekly. I don't know why we have weeklies. Let's go higher. Oh, you know what stock is interesting to me, but it's off the low? That's the stock I missed. MP, the mineral stock, Chinese minerals. Where's Walgreens? This is an issue. It's 2030 is the low. Well, let's talk out loud. Walgreens. Now it took out, yes, the Friday's low when it had earnings. Thursday's low when it had earnings. That's a problem to me. The only thing I have going, and it's not much, is a $20 high strike price. I think a lot of people were long the stock on Friday because it did a little, finished strong. Like myself, I have a little bit of a thicker skin. Am I going to add? No, because that would be poor. Keep asking anything, Lewis. I see your questions. I can take it. I can take it if it warrants it. This doesn't warrant it to me right now. You know what I mean? Then I look at the other. Obviously, everybody knows CVS is acting 4,000 times better. There's the chart on CVS daily. It's other count. What is this there? It's other counterpart. There's CVS chart daily. So maybe I should be buying CVS. CVS is in the fund, but it's one of those stocks that I'm gonna, I want to own it. I don't want to trade it. So Walgreens, what do I want it to do? Pop. It's a futures picking. The rest of the group, ALAB, Reddit, Donut, Run, Bitcoin. Now, in the Bitcoin, listen, Bitcoin's extended. GBT, the Coinbase is extended. Coinbase, this is where you want to try it in the year. If you want to try it, there are better trades. CLSK was the one, obviously, that had the secondary and came in very nicely. That's a decent bruise right there for the proverbial leader. Although it's Iron Xwell, Crowd, USNA, do I have anything going? So SPY's bounced, big deal. Still reposition. Oh, I know what I have. Where's SQM? I have this ALP. What is this? ALTM? I still have Lewis. I need over 438. ALTM. I have 24,000 ALTM still. I had 56, but I sold a bunch of it at the top today. I'm not going to lie. That's me. 448. I needed to get out of some. I took the wrong one. This is a lithium play. I should have taken LAC. That one looks a lot better at lithium. Of course, we know about ALB, which is maybe needs a day of rest. Lewis and I talked about this. I don't think it's completely based yet. I'm not quite sure. SQM, as I said, is the one that we hold and I like. Matter of fact, I'm going to buy more of that later. SQM, the Chilean battery maker. Okay, so let's look at this. It's all accounts now. This is the menu. This is like the lunch menu. Right here. Most active. Doesn't matter what's going on. This is what the menu says. Yelp. CXI, had news to the AI stock. Right here. It's got what you want. And it has it in it, as we say. Near the high, CXAI is the one. So far. I don't suppose it makes gold the uranium. Don't worry about it. I mean, price action and I'll get into that another time. All right, so SQQQ, Tesla, I'm in that. AMD to bounce off the lows, AMD, Soxel, NIO, MU still up 7. CLSK brought it up, Mara brought it up, Apple brought it up, now below 170, this poor Mara. GDX, a little bit of a cushion they're taking there. They're buying some puts as hedges there. Short term, Sound, Riot. Are any of my stocks percentage? Let's look at percentage losers. Intraday. Iron. Disc Medicine. Hate to be long that one today. You know what? I need stocks with more volume. I can't have this stock with 100,000 shares as of 11:30. So let's go to 200,000 shares on the day. Get that thing out of there and get some more solid stocks. AVTX was a big mover. Dow Jones, Donnie Trump is near the low. I got a bin in on Donnie. I think it's at 48. I'm trying to buy some DJT. There's my bid for anybody that's interested. Not much. 800 shares, 49.72. Now, the real question is, Mike V, why did you pick 49.72? Okay, here's all the noises right here near the blue line near that bid. The close of the high, the big gap up, close the bar. That high of the day, the red line, a gap, that high, that close. So I'm thinking everybody's gonna be thinking like me. It breaks the 50. Maybe I get filled 49.72. Maybe it goes to 48, but that's where I want to start. All right, there's a lot of noise around here. Like I said, that close, this high on the red bar, this hold here, this high with the green bar, this close. So it's all around the 49 area. I'll take a chance. And the other ones start going. I'm not married to the thing. Maybe it gets filled to 49, 49.70. It bounces to 52. I make some lunch money back. I go get, go buy some more aspirin at Walgreens. Maybe Walgreens will go up because I'll buy some aspirin there. And the CGC went up a little bit, OCEA. All right, so this is what I think. Now I'm thinking out loud as I'm going to end here. I need a glass of water. My mouth is dry. What's moving up in 15 minutes? Reddit, I'm in that. CXAI, we brought it up. OUST. I'm okay. I'm getting hot now. OUST, here's the chart. First thing I brought up. What's wrong with this thing? Biggest volume it's done in I don't know how long. Broke a downtrend. Broke the downtrend, broke the triple high. Shorts are still in. It's probably going to 10. It doesn't matter. You still doesn't mean you have to trade. It's traded 3 million shares. All right. So, okay. 3 million shares of stock like this, I would have maybe 8 to 12,000 shares. I have to see what else is moving. But I'm not in it. I'm not. That's something I'm going to be either in at 2:30 to enter at 2:30 and start building a little position if it's strong, and then if it closes good 3:40, buy more, and then hopefully at 4 p.m. Eastern more. All right, Reddit, Oust, CXI. We all brought it up. I'll leave it there. You know what I mean? Thanks, Mike Lewis. Always ask. It's an honor. Okay, let's go back here. The tendencies, Zoom, TGH. Let's see if I'm getting yelled at by any TradeView executives. Nope, there's Team TGH. Oh, by the way, you know what? I don't want to show more, but this is TGH live screen. Oh no. Live trading. And there's 6 participants. Here's Alexis. That surfs up, by the way. That's how closely he works with us. Always trust his data. I don't think I have to show that there's a level of trust here at TGH here. I don't show many personal things, but trust the data. I'm not here to waste time. That's all. All right, so we'll leave it there. It was a pleasure having you. Go watch Coach's video at 9 o'clock. We'll be on Coaching Night tomorrow at 11. A lot more to do. The earnings are posted here. What's moving? Price action, options, sentiment, range, and volume. That's it. That's it. Cheers, Mike V. Thanks for tuning in.